yang banget aing.
Heeh. Cunya.
Si Coach Justin lah enak kan nge-live Coach Justin.
Oh pasti jeung si Panji lah mah.
Kabeh marahnya ayo. Tinggalin ayeuna.
Tadi kan ayeuna ge kan si Citi keur main.
Kabeh ayeuna nu di laluhur anjing. Hah?
Serentak gitu.
Eta Chelsea main, Arsenal main. Dia kan orang ngelajak Chelsea.
Menang eleh.
Kerek 2-1 eleh.
Oh, Aston Villa.
Heeh. PC-nya.
Apa lah jauh lah Chelsea. Poinnya.
Iya kiper lagi ini kerek apa? Kiper Pildo.
Soal si Lemon kiper Pildonya.
Lain si Aston Villa.
Oh ini ya si eta Argentina.
Si Emil.
Heeh. Si pemain itu ya nu diincar MU, pemain Newcastle.
Si Kes. Si Kes mah di. Iya, bieu aing lalajo si Kes. Si Tunai.
Si Kes ngero.
Aston Villa.
Ayahnya si Kes ngaranna.
Aya Tunai anjing cek.
HDI. Lantet momen ya.
Mis dewe WA sih aja.
Enggak.
Can hudang gitu jelema teh.
Pasti can hudang. Temen hudang pasti ngapal.
Wesh.
Mang Majrowi.
Naik bari masak ya, Un. Sok lor doang.
Jauh-jauh.
Sak daging ieu. Gitu.
Orangnya bari ke sahur. Orang di tempat gawe ieu. Minum kopi biasa nih.
Itu di mah.
Kan di dia kopinya. Jeung alat-alat dari ini. Siapa? Hah? So atuh, Jum. Ayo teh. MU bos. Loading bro. Bentar. NU lawan MU.
Everton are a good example of that, haven't they? Their away form's been good, not without a chance in Europe.
Just to tell you about a goal at Villa Park, Chelsea were 1 down. They're 2-1 up now, and João Pedro has scored both of them. So good night for him in the West Midlands. They're wobbling at the moment, Aston Villa.
Mantap.
Lovely little finish as well, wasn't it?
João Pedro.
Casemiro finding room to turn against Joelinton. They're going to get the free kick here for a foul there on Komen. Goes Cunha down that side. It's a good cross as well. It went right across the front of Šeško.
It's an excellent delivery, isn't it? Just begging for somebody to come across a defender and get a touch.
Down and Bumo on this side. Here's Casemiro. We mentioned last night about the midweek record and the Tuesday night record at Molineux, etc.
You're going to tell me Newcastle?
Yeah, they're good here under the lights of St James's Park. 2 defeats in 20 in evening kickoffs to back it up, and it always feels a little bit different at night time here.
Ada orang belum? Ada orang belum?
Wah.
Euro nice and composed on this side. There's Hall for Newcastle.
Oh iya. Liga luar mah gitu.
Back there from Gordon, but that was good defending by Yoro.
Aku bet aja Nobar. Oh, nonton.
It's been lively early on.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Good tempo to it.
Tapi
He's
dia
certainly
ya.
enjoying it as well. I'll bet you that ball has seen a few games.
So Dan Burn's in the mix for the first time. He's the obvious target for the Lewis Hall throw, but then he fools everybody and gives it to Sandro Tonali. It's an interesting ball in, but a good header by Yoro. Elanga coming onto it. And it was wide. Lamens didn't get the touch, but he had time to think about that, Anthony Elanga.
A nice composed strike, wasn't it? It's in there a while, just keeps his eye on it, keeps it down well, wide of the target, probably should have been across the goal if we're nitpicking a little bit, but he keeps it down.
He was at Manchester United from the age of 12 before leaving for Forest, where he had a couple of successful seasons. He's found goals hard to come by, just one in 38 appearances before tonight.
I think you and I were at Forest when he scored that great goal, didn't he?
Outstanding.
Oh.
There's Bruno Fernandes and now Casemiro. Defended there by Malik Chow, who's having a good first season on the back for Newcastle. Lovely turn by Joe Linton. Bruno Fernandes needed a pass to get back in.
He did. You'd expected it more the other way about, but fair play.
On it goes now to Sandro Tonali, back into Joe Linton. That was the touch that was the problem, but then he gets the challenge in. It's Harvey Barnes! Lamens flat-footed. All about Joe Linton, though.
Yeah. Did really well. He's run into the box is good, and it's just a little bit behind him. The ball in from Tonali here. Just a little bit. But he doesn't give up, gets the tackle in. That's a lovely flick again from Gordon, just wide of the target. Creates the opening for Barnes.
Harvey Barnes, who scored here last season against Manchester United, 12 in all competitions, but he's on a run of 9 games without a goal. The crowd just getting agitated here at the time it's taking Maguire to restart the game. Kieran Trippier to Anthony Gordon. Elanga's gone steaming forward against Luke Shaw. Goes inside instead to Joe Linton, then on to Barnes. Hall can deliver the cross, and backpedaling Lamens nice and confident underneath it.
I think they've been excellent opening 15 minutes from Newcastle. There you tells you all you need to know.
Really found any rhythm as yet, have they, Manchester United? Everything's gone its way so far. Michael Carrick since he came in. There's Casemiro. Šeško gives it back to him now. Mainu's only missed a minute since Michael Carrick's been the manager. He went off with a minute to go in the match against Spurs. He hadn't started a Premier League match prior to Carrick coming in, so talk about coming in from the cold and being impactful on his return. Harry Maguire. Now Mazraoui. Lovely little one-touch pass there by Cunha to try and get Bruno Fernandes in.
Good movement. Good play initially from Maguire as well. There's a free kick. He just has a look at Anthony Gordon, doesn't he? He just sees Maguire coming, just stands up, gets his free kick. There's a wee look there. There another wee look. There's another one. There you are. Left arm come round. Not trying to hide it there, Harry, was he?
Nothing subtle about that. So the big fella has gone forward, hasn't scored in the Premier League yet this season. He has got a goal in the Champions League, and he's the obvious target for this free kick that's going to be taken by Ramsdale. That's a really good jump against him by Casemiro. Shaw's gone down holding his face.
Oh, it looks... I think he catches him. Not an awful lot in it.
I think that Luke Shaw might beg to differ.
I think you've probably got to take into account the size of the fella that's giving you the elbow as well.
I think that's the point.
Langsung guys, Chan. Chan berarti.
Well, we finish off the run of midweek matches with Spurs against Crystal Palace tomorrow, London Derby, 7 o'clock, TNT Sports 1 and Discovery Plus.
How much do they need a win? Dear me.
Shaw wins his next header, which is always a good sign. This Hall. Sandro Tonali.
Clever ball that as well, isn't it? It's good movement.
Joe Linton started well, hasn't he, in midfield? Here's Ramsey. Trippier. On it goes to Anthony Elanga. He's got 2 or 3 to pick out in the box. Booms the cross in. Barnes was jumping. There's Bruno Fernandes, and away by Mazraoui. Tonali, though, can hit it. Caught it nicely as well.
Tell you fancy him to get that in target, because yes, generally speaking, a good strike of the ball. Look at he just leans back on it and gets over it. I would have been fancying him to hit the target from there.
It's been a good start in terms of generating opportunities by the home team. 5 of them inside the opening 20 minutes. And it's been a quiet start to the match at the other end for Ramsdale. Cunha's layoff only finding Sandro Tonali. Here's Joe Linton. Now Kieran Trippier. That's a sloppy one from Sandro Tonali, and Brian Mbeumo's chasing here. That's a ridiculous push. Absolutely no need to do it.
And you know, it does infuriate me that when they're going nowhere. I mean, at the very least, it looks as though you're going to get a throw in. And you give them the ball back. However,
I'm pretty sure just before he disappeared out of picture, Michael Carrick
was tuh. Kalau mungkin menit 30-an asupna.
Sahur-sahur deh.
Orang kedeng deui balik dah.
Well,
di HP ieu atuh. Rek dibawa ke di mana ge.
Orang teboga kuota tara boga kuota. Di mah make wifi.
Di mah make wifi.
but impressed with the United goalkeeper
Rek dibereskeun ieu.
today. But overall, I mean,
Bebas ya, Bang.
Kalau bebas dah di komputer ieu aing sare mah.
we're back four behind them.
Dari eskur atuh orang mah itu kudu nangan ling-ling anu aja. Jadi kenangan itu. Pansar
Kenangan di BTP cenah cik si Asep tuh.
Non?
Di
Tried
BTP.
to lift it over him, didn't he? Because Maguire come across and cut the one out into feet.
Ini sok taraweh di mana, Kun?
Orang di musola.
Itu no di pengkolan.
Hah?
Di pengkolan lah lain.
Nah, ini dia di musola di pengkolan memang masih jami. 7:30 baliknya.
Anjing sarua jeung di ieu muhajirin.
2-3. Orang di musola 11.
Challenging over there against Kunyat.
Nganyung 17 anjing.
Ada gitu kan?
Jadi sedang teuing sedang we bukan nama. Teuing kerek ayeuna aing manggih 17 ki.
Kalau 17 berarti 14 berarti bro.
14
Kalawehna.
He might have filled Cunha there. Oh, it's the boot, isn't it? It's the right boot comes up.
Oh, itu.
And then Shesko holding Martial.
Siapa tuh?
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Timnas ya sih eta. Itu.
Timnas Inggris.
Ada sih lu Sauden.
Si Saud timnas.
Timnas. Si Saud mah kekurangannya teh hiji loba cedera.
Nu gantikeun saha?
Kan aya dua jeung si Trippier sayapna teh.
Si Dorgo.
Dorgo mah kadang dihareup cedera Dorgo mah.
Kamari mah mainan nah ini orang nonton pas menit akhir. Asup. Anjing kata goblok Shesko. Pokoknya. Pengali aslinya. Tali headset bos. Tinggal ngotot gitu anjing.
7 pertandingan, 6 kali ngagolkeun. 8 pertandingan 3 kali ngagolkeun. Sesko.
Tiga sinjung bos. Anjing, jung. Karena loba menit bermain jung enggak ngasupkeun wae.
Dijadikan super sub. Tapi gol-gol eta gol ketemu gitu.
Heeh.
On Sunday in the draw plus West Ham Brentford on Monday. Ilanga's cross.
Oh, ada. Perumahan Febri ya ini.
Anjing Febri. Cedera anjing Febri. Can ngemain.
Si Febri. Sekarang mah lamun ganti lagi si Asep.
There's a switch of play for you.
Ini kagok MU nahan jam 3 pisan anjing. MU ngumpul.
I've been told many times that I can't do two things at once, and there is the perfect example. So 0-0, 25 minutes played. Anthony Ilanga's been the key man as an attacking player so far. It's predominantly gone down the right.
Panas.
The first card.
It's a silly one, isn't it, on Ramsey?
Yang aromana
Casemiro here, right arm comes round, just pulls him back. Straightforward decision.
We should forewarn everybody about VAR's back in the FA Cup from this round. There's your early warning for Friday and beyond.
Am I allowed to boo?
Burn hits it straight at Shesko. Kept in play here by Mbumo.
Oh, nice ball.
Itu kan lebih beda.
Fernandes. Now Casemiro. That's not a bad pass either to Mbumo, who can have a go at Hall.
Molo. Anjing.
Saya. Out punya.
But the assistants on this side disagreed.
Yeah.
Ya, jadi rasanya.
All did well to match the run.
Oh, keren.
Komen goes outside him here.
Mulai laptop mah dina laptop sih gina.
Oh, it's very difficult for
Nontonnya
One thing you've got to
bisa masuk di
Nya bisa tuh.
oh, bisa.
Bisa hampang deh.
Got him there.
Si Asep ge sok kana laptop. Versi poin.
Megenahan barunya.
Well, he didn't because he was holding the forward, wasn't he? Doesn't know anything about it. He's having a scrap with, I think it's Sheshko. Hold them off and it hits. It might even hit him in the back.
Ini ikut tuh den dengar. Gelo.
Oh yeah.
Coach
Anjing nonton King MU boy.
diajakan si Miun anjing teu jawab seberake deh ngechat aing.
Biasa. Iya si coach udah telat ya.
Iya sih Meon geus heubeul teh pangih mun.
There's a bit of a shiner there, wasn't it?
Saha teh?
Udah boga ieu anjir.
There it is.
Naon din?
Stars of battle, Ali.
That's it.
Si Udin.
Got one or two. I didn't dish too many out. Got one or two.
Mr. FCD.
Mun cageun.
Nah si Casemiro beungeut kitu anjing kun.
Biasa di siku.
Iraha ngelepas.
Burn to Ramsdale.
Lep aing
Been, relatively
kagok.
unemployed to this point. On his
Sare
return to
mana?
Newcastle's first team. Luke Shaw there
Ja.
ahead of Anthony Elanga.
Ngagawean ieu we tilu-tilu.
To Anthony Gordon and quickly on to Joelinton. He can power forward now for the team in black and white.
Mewek.
Anthony Gordon takes over.
Masuk
Yoro with a
gol,
really
ya.
nicely timed tackle there.
Had to be. Good positive run, Joe Linton. A little bit untidy from Manu again, Dan.
Ramsey.
Udah teh jam 12.
Challenge came in from
Kasar
Manchester
gitu
United
King MU.
striker Fernandes. Sheshko.
Tadi pas ngecek entar deh gua mau
Cunha plays it on
Minus
down to
berapa?
Mbeumo.
Anjing.
Lu
Ah,
resmeng dia anjing. Aston Villa yeuna din. Terus medok deui Chelsea anjing.
Do you not think Sheshko's just his overall play looks a lot better? He looks, his touch is better.
Din dia sahur kan Din.
Thank goodness he
Enggak,
didn't put
satu
that on
mah.
the pitch there, but you know the play
Harus
he's trying
ingat
to
kan.
make.
It's one
Isi
of the
teh sahur ke barang Godin.
where it doesn't happen actually. So that shows how well he is actually doing at the moment. Yeah, he does. The body language is completely different.
Absolutely.
You must know that though, Ali, as a striker. If,
You can see it,
if they're not
yeah.
quite going in, the minute they start to flow, you must feel a million.
Di saya pada pulang heula, pesan heula. Kayak sebenarnya ek sahur heula. Sarung naik paling.
The 7 in 9 that he's got have been worth
Boga
8 points
imah loba mah kitu euy.
to Manchester
Bedanya.
United. So it's not just his
Beda.
Tempat gawe,
goals
Cok.
in general.
Damn.
Dan God coin.
In terms of where they are in the league.
Yuk.
Terus sare mana din?
Just to confirm that there's no player in the league
Sare aing tadi.
won more points with his goals.
Ning hurung wae anjing PC.
26 than Sheshko.
Naon teh?
Discord.
Discord tadi pareman.
Gelo.
Tadi
Attempt to outstat you there.
Lovely layoff from Barnes. Sancho
otomatis teh
Tonali.
geuning.
Have you forgiven
Otomatis
him,
oh
Barnes?
sare sleep.
Lain di otomatis kan di squad namun PC hurung di squad teh hurung.
Decided not to play for Scotland at the World Cup. Goals
Lain
in
PC na pareun teh.
Well,
Henteu.
Oh.
still him in a lack of confidence showing. No, in all seriousness, wish him all the best.
Reklam aja iya atau Chelsea, City,
Burn finding
Oba
Chelsea.
anjing.
Picked up some nice
MU
possession
boy.
in the first half.
Anjing MU we.
So gets back well there as well to dispossess
MU teh
Manchester
kayak
United.
aya masih kene aya ieu euy.
Joelinton.
Bang Dodoan anjing.
You did well there.
Semangat anjing MU na.
Here's Bruno Fernandes.
Kita ge kasih semangat sih mudag.
To work it so far.
Kabeh semangat atuh anjing.
Straight at Dan Burn, Sandro Tonali then beats him to it.
Kalau cuman teu anjing geus semangatan.
Menang oleh si anjing.
Gonna get the free kick.
Keur main da sarua. Anjing.
Hmm.
Ini tot.
Si Miun biar bisa join gitu di WA kemana?
Paling lah WA.
Live tuh gitu.
Masraoui, Bruno Fernandes.
Suara-suaraan ini. Lam.
Harry Maguire to Luke Shaw.
Pakai emulator ya teh BTP.
Ngadownload heula bieu anjing.
Kumenu,
Di akalan.
Lenny Yoro.
Oh,
It's a foul by Chow.
Dah, tarik anjing.
looked to sore on that. Takes the touch and he comes right through him. There's the touch there, right through him.
Oh, KDB
It's a poor
tuh di
tackle
GP
that
teh
done.
anjing.
Anjing. Karena si iya anjing. Bruno. Bernardo.
Si Tijani.
Mana daging sok
It's a
dikumahanin.
long way out this.
Digoreng ya nama. Tara dikukus ini.
Lain
I
maksudnya
think he's
make
gonna go
naon
into a
bumbuna.
back post area.
Biasa.
You never know.
Marinasi heula. Tepung sajikuan kan candek masak.
That back post area
Yang
includes
mah yang
Dan Burn,
hiji-hiji
Harry
deh geuning
Maguire.
Jadi
There's a
kumaha.
contest.
Jadi itu langsung bak marinasin tuh.
Marinasi mah langsung we. Kabe.
By
Pakai di
Manchester United's
di
captain,
mana
headed away by the
gigi.
man that conceded.
Bosan
Free
anjing.
kick Chow and then Elanga might be able to get Newcastle on the move. He gets it to Gordon, on it goes now to Joelinton. Elanga's down behind the play.
Makan tuh
Joelinton
goblok.
raiding forward, still
Anjing,
Joelinton
anjing.
hits the shot.
Asik. Kita nomor
Really good
11.
until that point, and Anthony Gordon
Dia
just
lini
turned
punch.
away in disgust.
Anthony Gordon made a tremendous run. I think it's Fernandes that tries to stay with him. But it's a bit of a mismatch in terms of the pace. I don't mind Joe Linton having a pop there. He could have given it to Barnes. Does well, goes to hit it there. He's got his space. The crime is not hitting the target, but I take Anthony Gordon's point there. He is very, very disappointed. Tell you what he did do, he played a brilliant ball inside.
Interesting goal in the title race. Manchester City 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Morgan Gibbs White with the Forest
Gigi,
equaliser.
There you are.
Anjing, asupnya HD
Was
kok.
that a back heel?
I think it was. So 1-1, Arsenal leading at Brighton. Manchester City being held
Atau
by
seri mah
Forest.
Arsenal juara
Chelsea
anjing.
leading at Aston Villa. So that's what it looks like as it stands, the top bit. Interesting night ahead.
I just remind everybody there's still a lot of football to be played down this evening.
Absolutely, yeah. I was looking the other day and everybody was talking about X, Y, and Z. There was about a quarter of the season still to go.
Yeah, I know. But I tell you what a league we've got. It's just fantastic.
Terek euy. Jam 4
Foul by
bu.
Gordon and Masraoui. That's a
Damn, iya naon sih? Buto we lah. Anjing liar-liar teh.
infuriated the Newcastle fans.
Yo, betul ya emulator
He
itu.
buys it, doesn't he? mean, I think technically it probably is a free kick.
Berlangganan tuh bench
But he knows
sport.
Gordon's coming at his back and he just waits, doesn't he?
Ini game sport.
Meh ieu. Meh 4K anjing.
Aing dia berlangganan.
Watching that interesting
Gemini.
battle just in front of the back four in Newcastle there.
Nah, pro
Fernandes
plus
is trying to get a little bit
plusnya.
of space
Pro.
into number 10 and to Sandro
200
Tonali's
seberapa?
not letting him go away at all.
Cobaan goblok.
Always nice and
Nah,
sharp.
lewat mana? Mana trofi
Ditunggu anjing.
Hah?
Ditunggu goblok.
Sharing akun sharing.
Sharing family group
Yeah, he's late, isn't he?
sebulan.
Katinggal itu
Editan ieu we aing ngeditan foto katalog anjing cai teh kenah kieu.
Heeh.
Ti baheula goblok berea teh. Tapi kadang ieu dia neuh mun urang merintahkeun ieu kudu diedit deui nya dibalikeun deui nya mun teu sesuai teh.
Iya balik ke mana ya
Heuh,
di
mun
mana? Nah, atau
Hah?
di mana nak? Di Banana Pro atau di
Jadi di tanah percakapan jual banana tapi ngacak gitu anjing.
lamun hayang langsung mah di grup.
Nah HP aing.
Iya banana sih. Mun video di Google di naon sih kan teh kode teh.
Wah itu video bisa.
Bisa 15 detik.
Kumaha orang gitu.
Kudu jago-jago promo ya lamun ngepromna GoPet mah anjing katingali pistol ya enak.
Heuh aing unggal ieu anjing salah wae aing teh gambar. Promo benerkeun we. Itu di uploadan anjing loba soalnya.
Kudu lieur render anjing maneh render.
Asli anjing. Aing kan hoream teh kitu anjing. Di kamari mata tara di update teh.
Kan simpel kan drop anjing. Drop mah langsung didinya dek video dek foto deh. Untuk banana dekat
Mana 200 din?
I tell you what, Ali, he's got to be careful.
Hah?
Because he's yellow and he's applauded the referee.
Hah?
You've got to be careful with that.
No plus ya.
To pack it in. You can quite easily get a second yellow straight off the
Ting naon
bat.
bedana.
And that's gross stupidity.
Yes.
Tadi poin hungkul
Poinnya itu jeung naon?
Banana Pro biasa
But the
nama
sarcastic
maruh nama
applause
No video.
is complete
nu foto
stupidity.
nu video mah anjing moal ka harti asa nu pro mah paling menang 3 video anjing sebulanan.
No.
Racing through here towards Shesko.
Masuk anjing pelanggaran
Got
goblok.
some contact on him there.
He did just enough burn, I think.
Yeah. Now
Just
Shaw's
so
gonna
cute,
get
I
a
think.
booking 'cause he's just striked Elanga down and the cards are starting to come down from
Well,
Winterbank.
do you know what I'll say to you? I mean,
Gede lawan
what we
60
played
pemain
last
di
night
mana si King mah.
with a great degree of justification about the nothing each. But this is a lively nothing each.
Nah, elek
Let's have a look at Bird
astagfirullah.
on Shesko at the other end.
Salah gitu anjing. Klasemen teh.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Just steps across him, doesn't he?
Ses kok tibalangkeun
Allowed to use your
kieu.
shoulder there.
Nothing in that at all for me.
If you're a Manchester United fan, you're throwing things in the telly. If you follow Newcastle, they're saying that McCoy's talk.
Exactly.
Sisau.
Which doesn't happen very often, I'm led to believe. But my point is, it's a far better nothing each than last night, isn't it? Let's be honest about it.
Absolutely. Couldn't have been a great deal worse at
No,
this
that's
point.
for sure.
Interesting free kick that was intercepted there by Komen. Bruno Fernandes struggling then to get it away.
Tapi tebeak-beakan aing ieu gambar mah nya. Din,
Up goes
Namun di
Danburn,
namun di
wins his
banana
header.
nama beak.
Likewise, Harry Maguire.
banana beak. Ningali beakna kumaha?
The flip
Credit
from
score ya,
Bruno
credit
made it
score aya
difficult
poin.
for Casemiro, and he gives the ball back to Newcastle here with Ramsey.
Aing sabaraha gambar bi loba anjing.
Joel Linton.
He's got quick feet there, Joe Linton, hasn't he? I thought he was going to lose it about 3 times.
Quicker than he realised, I think. Here's Elanga going at Shaw. He's got to be careful now. He's been booked. Elanga drives the cross in.
Anjing asuh
Trying to get there.
Asuk.
I think it was
Tuh,
Barnes
anjing.
at the flick. Lemons there for Manchester United.
And it might have been the flip that took it away from Dan Burn, I'm not so sure. Alanga's really positive, goes the outside of Shaw, gets the cross in. I'm just wondering if he leaves it, could Dan Burn have got it?
Gimana? Nah HP mah
To the legs. Yeah, he would have, you know.
ningalina.
Main dioper bente atau langsung tina geminina?
Dioperkeun ke mak.
Dioperkeun ka banana teh kan?
Henteu.
Ramsdale just changed the angle. It's a nice first touch there by Mazraoui to buy him a bit of time down that side. Mainu then in on Hall. Referee uninterested.
Dia pakai email urang dah meuli na item ku ge.
Wah,
Di invite na email. Kita asup
Pakai email
pemilih. Aingnya tadi rek mayar ningali heula na itemku anjing aya ceban sa aing.
mayar numanan pro.
Nu biasa heula cek aing teh 75 kan. Ningali na itemku goblok ceban. Ngenah atuh.
Hits it really well, Komen, always bending away from Ramsdale.
It looked as though it was heading for that far corner. Oh, started with lovely feet. Brilliant feet from Šeško.
Offset anjing.
Hasn't scored in the Premier League, Komen, since he got one against Newcastle in May 2024 at Old Trafford, but hit that well enough. First real serious work tonight for Ramsdale.
Just cuts across, hits it first time. Oh, it's going in
Anjing aus gitu
You
anjing.
better believe it, it's a good save. He meets it well, Mainu.
Tell you what, he got a good strike on it, despite the fact it just lifted off the turf as he hit it.
Yeah.
Well, on March the 26th, TNT Sports will move from Discovery Plus to its new streaming home on HBO Max. As well as all the sport you love, you can also find the most talked about series and hit movies as well, all under one roof. You can scan the QR code on screen now for more information. Smashed away by Maguire. Must say, Ali, when we walked into the stadium tonight from the car park, it was like walking in with a Hollywood A-lister. You've got a swarm of people around you.
Yeah, it was great to see the kids. There was a good few there, wasn't there?
There was one fella who said, "Who's that?" in the middle of that, and a young lad said, "Ali McCoy," and he ran in to join the scrum.
Yeah.
Nah, itu stabil kieu anjing di dieu.
We've got some goals to tell you about.
Yeah.
So, Manchester City have gone 2-1 up against Forest. Rodri scored. West Ham, let's have a look at the Rodri goal first.
Handapna
Forest have struggled from set pieces all season.
anjing City goblok.
West Ham have scored. Crescencio Somerville.
2 hiji anjing.
That's a big goal for them.
Mina goblok.
And Chelsea have got a third. Cole Palmer's got it at Villa Park. So 3-1 Chelsea in that game.
Tell you, what a runner game Somerville's having.
Geus atuh goblok. Anjing kok Palmer deh.
Deepens the problems that Forest have got. West Ham winning.
Ya tinggal seeking ya, tinggal ngasupin anjing.
Kalau Palmer ngasupkeun.
The Etihad. Off goes Cunha. Good run for Manchester United into the box and shoots.
Anjing.
Kono nyambut.
Astagfirullah, Bono.
Into the Gallagher. What a chance for Brian.
Nah, warna teh jenggot
Just a
anjing.
little bit of composure.
Nyata.
Cunha does really well, comes inside Trippier,
Beunang apa kumaha anjing.
receiving in good pace, comes onto his left foot, smashes it across,
Kalau murah kan teh.
comes off Dan Burn's knee.
Astagfirullah.
Listen, it's the easiest thing in the world now from up here. But if Mbeumo just comes back onto his
Sabun
left foot,
bala
comes back
tu.
on Dan Burn there, can just come back onto your left foot and roll it into an empty net. An easy game up here, right enough. Got it by hitting the target there.
Aduh,
You're right, Michael.
boleh.
He's only got one in his last 5. Brian Mbeumo. Really good opportunity. I mean, the closest the teams have come here in the first half. Manchester United's chances, the Mainu shoulder was saved, and that one that should have at least been on target. 3 additional
Ini
minutes here.
kebiasaan ini
As
yang
Anthony
modal.
Gordon has it for Newcastle, and he plays it to Ramsey, and the goalkeeper Komen. Was there contact? He's having to think about it here. Peter Banks, he's looking at the assistants as well, and the decision is goal kick.
Yeah. I thought Gordon initially was going to hit it with his right foot, but it's a good run Ramsey makes, and it's good vision. I don't think he's looking for it actually, is he? Oh, it's a dive, all right, he goes down there.
Well, I tell you what he's done. I think he's shown Jacob Ramsey a second yellow for simulation, and he's off, Ali. Ramsey's arguing, look, with Peter Banks, and he's been told he's got to leave the field. He was booked earlier in the half. He's now got a second for what the referee deems to be simulation.
It's an interesting one, Dan, because initially when he goes down, I wasn't sure he was looking for it. He knocks the ball by him. I'm not sure it's a real effort to con the referee, to be honest with you. I know he goes to the ground, but there's no way he's given a penalty. Is he just trying out the road? Isn't he off balance? I mean, that's a really interesting one. Does he touch him there? And it just knocks him off balance a little bit.
Well, what a potential turning point that is.
Incredible.
Inches away from a penalty, that results in a second yellow, and Newcastle are down to 10. And of course, it's a yellow card offence, so Paul Tierney can't intervene in any way, shape or form, and now he's got to work out, along with Jason Tindall, what they're going to do here.
I'll tell you the one thing we can say, without fear of contradiction, it's not a penalty, that's for sure.
No, I'd agree with that, yeah. So off goes Jacob Ramsey, Newcastle down to 10. What an opportunity now for Manchester United away from home. Fascinating to see what Owen and Shea think about that at half-time as well, though they've had time to digest it.
I wouldn't mind another look at it myself, Dan.
Cunha's got the ball from Trippier. It's a good block by Chow, and then cleared away by Joel Linton.
Nah, sih tidak ngoper anjing.
Sandro Tonali. That's good play from the Italian. Gets it back again from Gordon. Bruno Fernandes went in and won the ball. Joel Linton's got to be careful. Gordon's won it back well, though, from Casemiro.
It's lively, isn't it? It's the one thing it is. It's really lively.
Gordon going at Masraoui. Oh, he's not giving it Peter Banks. Is he going to give it? Yes, he is. He's had a think about it. Bruno Fernandes, the defender. And it's a penalty. Only moments after Newcastle went down to 10 for the whole team.
Well, it looks it, doesn't it? I think it's a penalty. We'll get another look at it, but I think he looks as though he catches his right leg. I might be proved wrong. We'll get a look at it here. It's a brilliant run. Really positive. Cuts inside there. Well, I think he catches his leg, you know. I think it's a penalty. Another look at it. Really direct, really positive. And he comes there. Oh, I think he hits his knee on knee. I'm giving a penalty there. Here we go. There. Yeah. I think it's a pen.
Well, it's been checked and confirmed by Paul Tierney in the VAR, so the penalty stands.
Were you not sure yourself?
No, I completely agree. Yeah. Completely agree.
I think he catches him, mate.
I think it's a really good swerve back inside by Gordon.
Do you know what it is? It's a real positive run from Anthony Gordon. And when you attack people like that, things can happen.
Anjing, passer belok.
Penalti anjing.
Aya coach.
Well, I tell you what, they've got the perfect man.
Coach mun udut masih keneh saacan adan kumaha hukumna?
Baik, nu penting mah
Bae nya.
pas adan.
Can adan urang nya.
Baik eta.
Naon jo? Penalti bos.
Penalti anjing.
On Newcastle's number 10.
Wah si ieu orang Jerman bos.
Tension inside St James's Park just before half time.
Jerman masa depan ya.
Asumsi anjing ya mah.
Sudah guys beres babak yang gitu.
In all competitions for Anthony Gordon, and 9 successive penalties converted.
MU aja nggak main gitu
And only a
bisa.
couple of minutes after going down to
Kela
10,
naha,
Newcastle lead
dia
Manchester
tinggal
United 1-0.
4 hiji Chelsea bener Jin. Bisa error.
He would have had his heart in his mouth for a split second because I think it goes right down the middle.
Kelo Chelsea.
Lamens throws a
Pas
right
hiji boy
leg at it.
gelo.
Here we
Hello.
go. Is it down the middle? You better believe it is. He would have had his heart in his mouth for a split second there.
Tapi MU
However, it
naik,
doesn't
Cok.
matter. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way back in the net. He get brought down for the penalty. He got up
Betul.
and he's
Tapi
converted
MU
it.
naik ke 3 anjing.
So the foul committed by Manchester United's captain, and as they were at Old Trafford at the weekend, Manchester United find themselves behind. They came back against 10 men to beat Crystal Palace, and that's something they've got to do
Aduh,
again tonight as well.
Gordon.
Richard Mile jam nama si Kerry gelo. Jam Ahmad Sahroni
So what an end to
ini
this
di
first
bang
half.
satu bocil lagi.
Here's an
Dia
interesting
dicokot.
one while I'm at
Jam
it.
6 dicokot lagi.
United have only lost one of the
balikin
last
deh, quick
8
win
when
na.
they've gone behind. That's a bit of a start.
Absolutely.
And,
Here's Casemiro.
and you're right to mention they're now up against 10 men, which will have a big
Aduh,
factor
kerek
as the game
udang
goes on.
kana.
Absolutely.
Mana sih miun teh bi aya.
Especially based on the fact Newcastle are
Nah,
playing a lot
kerek
more games in the minute than Manchester United as well.
Yeah.
Trippier's header, helped on by Elanga. Still we play. Tonali finding Anthony Elanga. Now Gordon. Maybe one last
Asik
chance
deh
here
yang
for the 10. And it's
Wah,
Newcastle's
saya-
number 10 driving them forward. Moving away from
Jika
the
na tadi
main.
was soalnya si Casemiro ngasepkeun di dieu dina aya pemberitahuan.
Tong aya pemberitahuan heula atuh Chef.
Emang
Heunya kudu namanya.
Dia aya ngelek-ngelek soalnya.
Referee not having that.
Kurang mana notifna?
Cing, Casemiro mana cing.
Now Mateus Cunha, that's a pull by Sandro Tonali.
Oh, anjing di itu masukkan.
Ini di naon Din?
Mazraoui.
Dia ngasupkan kata hero anjing.
Goes Mazraoui, fouled there by Hall.
Dia yang masukkan dia si anjing.
Tell you what,
Lu big
the crowd
tipis,
is
Chef.
I think they've only agreed with one of the last
Dia
7
tipe,
decisions
anjir.
the referee's made, and that was a
Tipe-tipe.
penalty. I think you're right.
Kata merah ya kata merah kan masukkan.
Let's just remember, we initially had 3 minutes of additional
apa
time.
kemana
We're into
sampai?
the 9th minute now.
And neither of us mind.
Lord knows what Eddie Howe would make of this. So Bruno
Bola di
Fernandes,
dia
a
bagi.
free kick looking for Manchester United redemption. It's a good ball. It's the
Anjir.
from
Ah, jadi tuh surprise
Supaya lap alert
9
anjing.
minutes into first half stoppage time.
Cing, orang reload dulu, kumaha sih, ka reload dulu?
For Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes involved in it.
Bukan lebih biasa nu kamari naon ini presiden.
And he just gets across the defender. It might be. His movement's brilliant. I think it's Lewis Hall he gets ahead of.
Urusan
It's all
anjing.
about the delivery and it's all about the timing of the run. Watch, he just lets him get across him. There. That little bit of movement there that gets across him. And he just needs to get his deftest of touches on it. I'm just
Casemiro
wondered
no
that
hade.
Lewis Hall can take a step
hade
towards
wasit
the
mana.
ball. But it's a great run, a great finish.
Well, he's the great provider,
Casemiro.
isn't he? Manchester United.
Dedikan Madrid.
Nobody's got
Posisi-
more assists in the
posisinya.
Premier League this season. Casemiro's now got 6 goals and 5 of them are headers.
Yeah.
So 1-1, and what a finish it's
Ingin,
been. Listen
ingin.
to the boos here at half-time as Peter Banks blows the whistle. Casemiro sprinting
Ini kalau
on,
izin kan.
and Bruno Fernandes conceding the penalty.
Ingin
Anthony
tapi
Gordon
sama
took it and scored his 9th
Cing,
penalty
nah,
of the
ini mah
season.
delay. Oh,
His
nah, anjir.
15th goal in all competitions. Kieran Trippier, Newcastle's captain, once
Cing, Chelsea kan orang tempo bos. Ah,
Itu ya pasti.
Iklan deh nya.
Pilih laki ya deh.
Ada gratis sama tuh.
Jangan panas saya. Jangan panas saya. Gua kemarin berang mah badai di gitu.
Si aja guys, ayah nih ngeta.
Baru ada selang gitu.
Ah ya. Sering kan ngobrol.
Ini gitu. Wah, lalu beres sholat itu, tarik. Kalau pas nyandi, tarik. Udah pas nyandi.
Jangan ya iklan eh.
Mana? Yang mana? Kan? Kan ruangannya loh, Pak. Kayak 17. Kayak beberapa ruangan itu pakai.
Iya, katilah gitu. Iklannya.
Wah,
Keluarkan gitu anjing. Iklan deui keluarkan.
panjang bisa nih kelana.
Kok nggak ngeklik iya iklan deui gitu, Chef?
Kan?
Kok nggak ngeklik no lain iklan gitu?
Heeh.
Kira aku aya deui ieu. Ah,
Mengerikan.
Quality's been really good.
So Lavia
Store saya Pak.
4 biji bener ya.
for Gusto. It's put in a good
tadi mah hiji, 2 hiji. Tuh,
Ini
kieu
mau
Chef
nang-
tuh. Tadi ge kieu.
down that right hand side for Chelsea. Got that assist for their equalising goal.
Yeah, it's just whether Fofana comes back on, which he looks like he
Nah,
is.
nggak tahu, Bro. Kita nggak tahu.
So it can't be, his hamstring can't be that bad, because you will not take a chance at 4-1 with 15 minutes to go. Someone's got a tight hamstring.
Hinggar Nacho tuh dipainkan tim Meti, Chef.
Kira cuma sampah.
Any Martinez.
Wis diganti gitu.
Martin.
Hmm?
It's gone out of play for a goal kick.
Itu-gitu ge Garnacho pernah lawan Aston Rudianto.
Losing momentum at the wrong time of the season.
Ban.
Lawan
Balik
Asnawi.
dulu lagi. Gitu kakak ngelawan Garnacho.
Asnawi lo jelas.
Keluar pas
Got that second goal for Forest. And Manchester United have equalised at St James's Park up against the 10 men of Newcastle. Casemiro with the goal there.
Pareuman heula Chef, notifna Chef. Meh teu ieu Chef spoiler.
Heeh, ditulis di Pareman.
Rodgers.
Ya rada delay soalnya.
Abraham. Sancho. Sancho to Martin. Blocked by Reece James. He really has led by example. Barkley now for Aston Villa. Mings. Rodgers. Konsa. Rodgers.
Wah, Aston Villa teh medok eh.
Nacho's making a run down the left, but Pedro not able to find him.
Di percepat mama video ini expert ada keluar
Listen, looking for Rodgers.
di sana ada
Well, it was always going to be a significant night this for the Premier League table, the race for the title, the race for the Champions League places. There is the top 10 as it stands.
Damn,
Chelsea,
Satilu, damn.
if they see this through, will move to within just 3 points of Aston Villa. And the Manchester United currently level with Newcastle.
Tilunya.
Sebelum saya tuh
Sancho
bakal
with the
naik
ball
sebelum
over.
saya.
Nice ball as well.
Nah, yang lain kemarin
Turned
Wolves.
behind by Chalobah, better from Villa.
Yeah, nice from Villa. And Arnold does the right thing, heading it back into the path, hoping that Tammy Abraham can get in front of Chalobah. But he makes a run there. Tammy Abraham just can't get across. Chalobah does well.
ayah sama Madrid
Tosin and Cucurella coming on here for Chelsea.
Rela ada kayak mana Din?
Not going to take any further risks with Fofana, which is
And
probably
Enzo.
sensible.
And is it Enzo as well? I think he's going to go off.
Dan Sancho
Enzo's following them round.
Sampah deh itu kayaknya. Gelo ceking MU. Tapi sampah aja.
So Cucurella back from that minor hamstring injury. Slightly ahead of schedule. They had said it might be the Wrexham game, but comes on as a sub here with just over 10 minutes to go.
Ramai kemarin jeung Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Cucurella back.
Si Garnacho telat anjir. Acil kayak
Straight out to keep an eye on
14 suwe.
Tammy Abraham.
Yang cornerna anjing.
Barkley couldn't get his head on it.
Baik lalajo Arsenal ya 1-0 ya. Yung naon Arsenal teh. Big Tom.
Barkley. Good run by Barkley. Nice pass and Alisson was there.
Oh, what a challenge, Harto. What a challenge. Lovely play by Barkley. Good run by Rodgers. He's just trying to wait for it to get onto his right foot. He's done really well, hasn't he, Harto, tonight?
Yeah.
Young, inexperienced, but he looks the part.
Tomori ya.
Enggak mau. Amorila caburi.
And even though Villa had more of the ball in the second half, it's Chelsea have made the most of those moments that Liam Rossini was talking about.
Yeah.
Sebatang leden.
Akhirnya acara adat mah udud keneh da urang geus udud.
Go to the race course, which will be raw.
Itu buat sama itu kayak gitu.
On Saturday, and then they've got
Bae imsak mah teh lainna naon.
PSG in the Champions League.
Musak mah peringatan
Oh,
semua.
yeah, that's a
Anjay.
beautiful game, isn't it? PSG. Cucurella's in.
Palmer's
Ah.
found it.
Tah Cucurella.
And only just on Cucurella. And
Ade.
Garnacho.
Anjing Garnacho aya kene geuning.
But yet again, they were so exposed. Aston Villa.
Ganteng kayak si waduh.
Yeah, they're taking chances now, but still. You can't
Bola
be that
kitu ge meuni goreng anjing.
Anjing. Goreng.
lovely ball yet again.
Ini tahu
Right
tapin
weight.
bro.
Cucurella does the right thing.
Aisyah kiperna saha din tingali
Can't get a pass.
Anjing.
feel down goblok.
Martinez-
Feel down dah.
Martinez saves with his
Feel down
legs.
anjing.
He'll be thrilled though. He'll be absolutely
Martinez,
thrilled.
cok.
A lot of questions
Seri ke Martinez
answered
ya.
tonight.
Si Usar anjing.
Diusir.
Penyanyi Usar. Rimbang, bro. Bawah serangan.
Reece James again there for Chelsea was probably their best player against Arsenal, Stephen. Yet again tonight,
Yeah.
I mean, his work rate, his leadership, it's been exemplary, hasn't it?
Chelsea are much
Nah,
better
MU
side
unggul
when he's in the
bareng,
team. Aren't they? Much better.
Beda King mah.
Anjing.
He's made his most Premier League starts in a season since the
Kagok
21-22
batu rek sare.
campaign, which is really significant because we all know the injury problems that he's had.
Oh my
Gelo.
goalkeeper.
Lain si ieu tadi kiperna nu kamari teh saha?
Jurgensen
Nu hideung.
could be a very important player at the World Cup for
Chelsea.
England as well, couldn't he, Reece James?
Yeah. His quality, his talent
Right,
has never been
so-
questioned, has it? Never been doubted. It's just his fitness levels. So it's great for him to be in this side, leading them, taking them forward. There's a lot of youngsters in this Chelsea side, a lot of new signings. So he's vitally important to have around.
Sancho. Rodgers. It is the youngest squad in the Premier League, isn't it? Chelsea's by some distance, so yeah.
Hoki bieu mah anjing Casemiro.
Outfield player at 28.
Anjing, oke. Kan anu merah eta Newcastle lagi.
Barkley looked to hit one.
Dibalik Newcastle nokin lagi eta penalti.
There have been moments in the season, though, where you wonder how much more they could achieve if there were just that sprinkling of a bit more experience.
And maybe that'll come next year, year after.
Geus can eta teh.
So Delap and Santos coming on here.
Can mulai kalau
Si ieu doclo anjing kamari ge main ge nomor 8.
The first player to be involved in 4 goals
Chelsea
in a Premier
saha
League
teh?
match this season. 3 goals.
tapi nanya lo ba weekday-nya namanya.
Brilliant.
Hah?
He's had a wonderful night in a
Loba
difficult game
loba pertandingan tuh di
against
weekday.
their rivals. The pair of them actually in shot have had really good nights.
Eta tek perang
Well, they
gitu.
love playing together, don't they? They've said that
Yeah,
many
now
times. Their
weekend.
mates off the pitch too, and that understanding that
Kan
they've
dek
got
di ieu
is,
cenah
really
diinjem
important for
pangkalan
Chelsea.
Inggris anjing.
Yeah,
Anjing.
the interaction with the manager.
Pinjem cenah sok we pake tapi urang mah mangiluan cek Inggris teh.
To see the game out.
Martin with the ball over. Too much on it for Abraham. Kukurea got a touch. Alisson. Held off Kukurea well.
So
there,
kat
the
pressing.
Australian.
Alah.
Comes here to Barkley and now Sancho.
Goreng gitu Sancho teh.
Main banget MU bos.
For handball.
Just have to carry on,
Yes, sir.
don't you? He hit it at him from a yard.
It's Tosin who got that clear. Konsa.
Fans Aston Villa lagi geus baralik kan.
Lah. Aing balik ya.
Chelsea on their way here to their biggest Premier League win since November.
Iklan gerak.
Feisty, didn't it, at the end
Itu
of
gini kan?
that first half? So cool heads needed. Let's rejoin
Ini
our
guys, kamu
commentary
guys,
team then.
sebenarnya
It's
mau
back to
iklan.
Ali McCoist and Darren Fletcher.
So Willock for Barnes, the
Video
confirmed
tadi
change,
pas
the goal
gol.
that Manchester United scored just before half-time, the 24th conceded at home in the Premier League by Newcastle this season. Only Wolves and West Ham have conceded more. It's 11
Aduh,
games without a clean
sama
sheet in all
lagi ini.
competitions for Newcastle now, and if you widen it
Yang
out,
menit
2
70
clean
ini
sheets
baralik
in
dapat
the last
Newcastle.
21 in the Premier League, and now they've got to get through this next 45 minutes, a man short after Ramsey,
Sampai
in a
gitu
lot of
dia,
people's
Bang.
opinion, was harshly sent off
I think
for
so.
what Peter Banks decided was
Ya
simulation.
rumah Torelli ngasupkeun Pak.
So Newcastle in the black and white stripes will attack the Gallowgate end in this second half. And one thing you do know, that section of the stadium here at St James's Park is going to try and act as an extra player.
Well, I certainly hope it comes
Picture.
down behind me.
Well, the breaking news is that an object landed on Ali's commentary notes in the first half. It was thrown from behind, and it was thrown by Newcastle's all-time record goal scorer Alan Shearer,
Di
which is
arahan
found
ke
highly
boy.
amusing, and you've had messages to back that up.
Ngomong tas ieu anjing.
Just to let the viewers know that I've been under a certain amount of duress. That particular first half, Shearer bombarding me with sugar cubes.
Oh,
Not in the spirit of the game, I may add.
We might try and find the culprit. So 1-1, it really was a fantastic end in terms of action.
Oh, yeah, it was
At
good
the end
first
of
half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Good tempo to the game, a lot was happening. There's Maguire nice and calm under pressure from Ilanga.
Ada 40 nih ada teh. Cilila, Jay.
Also looks like a night where we could get a twist in the title race. Arsenal closing in on a win at Brighton. Forest closing in on a point at the Etihad against Manchester City.
Damn, Carrick ball,
West Ham look
damn.
like they're going to get a win in the London derby as well away to Fulham. So some important results, some big score lines tonight around the country. And this one, of course, impactful at the top end as Manchester United try and chase down this Champions League place for next season. Luke Shaw to Kobe Mainu, now Bruno Fernandes. Here's Mazraoui. Brian Mbumo's cross, that's too high.
Yellow.
Sheshko. Manchester United in 2026, they've got the most points in the Premier League since the turn of the year, 21 from their 9 league matches, 2 more than both Arsenal and Manchester City. Prior to tonight, 2 teams that they've beaten since he's been in charge, and 9 of those points have been from losing positions, including the ones they got against Crystal Palace at the weekend, and they've shown the ability to come back from behind again in this one here.
Could be a long second half, Dan. I'm just thinking for Tonali, Willock and Joe Linton, if it's just the 3 of them in there, I would imagine Manchester United will bring a good bit of width to the team in the second half.
Ini eta back Milan geuning ka dieu.
Aha.
Pitiau.
Eta nu buat nomor eta.
No Belanda. Ting Jerman.
Sheshko, and now Brian Mbumo, and he's got Mateus Cunha up there with him. Luke Shaw trying to get forward as well. That's good tracking back though by Willock, the substitute.
Back well, didn't he? Good cover and run.
Well, the full times are starting to come in. Nuno Espirito Santo and West Ham have won at Fulham.
What a result that is. What a result that is.
Still at the moment though, Ali, in the bottom 3, provided Forest get a point at the Etihad, and of course that drags Tottenham in. They're in just above it, and they've got to play tomorrow against Palace. Leeds are still in there too. It's fascinating down there, fascinating at the top, fascinating at the bottom. There's so much to play for in what remains of this Premier League season.
City.
Arsenal have done their bit, they've won 1-0.
Main kau besok.
On target.
Yellow.
Away to Brighton.
Bener tuh seri Din.
So the Newcastle free kick.
Itu heseng udah si King Justin deh anjing. Ini kajian Arsenal juara, City juara, Sep.
Finished 2-2 at the Etihad as well, so drop
MU juara kalau.
Well, that could be a massive Forest away from home.
Seri 2-2.
Kajian di sana juara anjing.
Kajian Arsenal.
Anjing.
That's poor.
Well, it went
Ayo yang sudah mah kajian
It's a
City.
breakdown of communications. You can see him, he goes, then he stops to get it to feet. Because he doesn't want to run offside, does he? There you are. That happens.
So that's the table at the top. Manchester City 7 behind Arsenal with the game in hand. So
jauh aja.
Kok aing bagi jauh aneh.
and Arsenal both of them controlled their own destiny prior to tonight, but now Arsenal controlled the destiny of the title. Aston Villa just wobbling though, aren't they now?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Liverpool dropping points, Villa dropping points.
I got to be honest, I wasn't overly surprised Chelsea winning at Villa. Darn.
Early jump from Elanga, header won easily by Maguire. Casemiro plays it forward, but only to Burn.
Mid block in Newcastle.
Anjir, big blow.
There's that switch again.
Does it well, doesn't he, Dan Burn?
Yeah.
There's Kieran Trippier.
Ronaldo ya sudah hese Ronaldo.
Now Joe Willock. Joel Linton was patient. Trippier with a chance to put the cross in, and he picks out Tonali, now Gordon. Gordon's going to hit the shot. Comfortable save in the end for Lamans. I suppose even with the 10 players, the one thing that Newcastle do have is they've still got that speed at the top.
Yeah.
Elanga and Gordon on the counter-attack.
Jerman kan berenang si Gordon.
Jerman gitu.
Inggris si Gordon mah.
Hah?
Inggris.
Jerman gitu.
Ayo di Jerman saha Newcastle.
Di Jerman Newcastle. Oh, bocah.
Trippier.
Strikerna.
Oh, aya anu striker nu jangkung.
Nu alus can main gitu.
Oh, aset cedera gitu udah 5 pemain nu dipaenkeun.
Anjir. Sudah aing teh si eta. Mulai emang si awet-awetan anjing si Maguire.
Kalau Wilson,
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And I would imagine there might be quite a good atmosphere in here next week.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Control memories of Tino Asprilla all over again. Barcelona in town in the Champions League. That's where Manchester United want to be again next season. Elanga's won it back from Shaw. Now he finds Joel Linton, who had a good strong first half in central midfield.
Wah, dia.
By Casemiro.
Oh, dia counter attack.
Semiro deui.
Just catches him there, doesn't he? Left leg.
I think the biggest
Aku naon
compliment you
ya?
can pay Newcastle in the
Petasan
opening 9
dia
minutes of
jalan
the
tu.
half is you can't tell they're a man short.
That's right. He's had a good 55 minutes, Joe Linton, hasn't he?
Manchester United have sent Diogo Dalot and others to warm up. Jacob Murphy's the only Newcastle player out there at the moment. So Chow and Burn are in there. Kieran Trippier's placed this free kick down. Straight away the referee spots the foul on Big Harry.
Anggaran.
I guess Dan Burn gives him a shove, doesn't he? Here we see it. Yeah, there you are. That might be a free kick.
Awak badal ge, bro.
Mau disuruh
Then Euro finding Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes, first time layoff by Casemiro, and it goes now towards Mbumo. Burn able to reach it. Joel Linton, nice and calm. Here's Willock for Newcastle.
Mana ya Carrick ball deh, bos.
If you're Michael Carrick, would you like to see a bit more urgency from his team?
I'd like to see him get the ball wider. I think Shaw and Mazraoui in particular have got to get forward more.
Nih, bro.
Ada, kering.
Imsak ke tadi, Cok. Terus imsak ke tadi.
Ada nih mah.
Now Anthony Elanga. Gallagher wanted to run it short. I mean, there you go, 69% over the last 10 minutes, and they've got a player less. Here's Willock on the move. That's defended by Maino, but it's a corner.
I mean, Maino does well to get back there, but I think Willock should just get the delivery in a split second earlier. He kind of looks up and allows Maino to get back, which he did well.
So Kieran Trippier to take this Newcastle corner. Let's see what they've got in their mind here. They're both going to start from the edge of the penalty area. Chow and Dan Burn, Joel Linton as well. There's a bit of pushing and shoving there. I mean, it's bizarre. The goalkeeper's got nobody near him, which is an absolute rarity in the Premier League. And it's cleared away by Brian and Bumo.
Panas serangan baliknya, boy.
He must have felt very lonely there, Senna Lammers.
Doesn't happen very often.
Headed down there by Willock and away by Maguire. Dan Burn had stayed forward.
I don't think he expected Willock to win it there.
Cunha's header down by Tonali, given away though to Manchester United's Brazilian.
Aduh. Ya madinya kena nih 70-an.
Happy, but I think he just catches him, Kieran Trippier.
Udah imsak, Cok.
Activity there.
Manuel Ugarte,
Itu
Diogo
dark system
Dalot,
ek main nih.
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui.
Copy Mainu. There's Casemiro. Little flick there by Bruno
Gelo.
Fernandes. Out it goes now to Shaw. It's nice and slick in a tight space, but it's not really got them anywhere to this point. Here's Cunha.
Kemana
Intercepted
Cunha?
all over there. Mazraoui wins it back. I mean, you can use both feet provided you get the ball, which he did. And he goes towards Bumo, who's in behind them, and he tried to pick out Šeško, then he lifts it in again.
Kemana?
Lovely little
Kalau
run.
Bruno bisa gitu,
He
Cok.
just goes blindside, a big Dan Burn. Fernandes picks him out.
Kan Bruno teh midfielder
Watch that, it's a great
terbaik.
run. Tries to roll it into Šeško, doesn't he?
Bernardo. Ya.
So,
Statistik
coming off
membuktikan.
Casemiro as well.
Tadi main kan si Ugarte.
Udah pindah ke
Aduh,
Serie A
salah.
sih si Ugarte.
King dah lewat tuh. Kamarahan baik tayo.
Kalarep kabeh.
Hello anjir setengah kieu, Cok.
Harry Maguire's header. Brian and Bumo gives chase.
Just a switch to the fullbacks there for United. Mazraoui coming to the left-hand side. Dalot in on the right.
Tahan di tengah.
Nah balik deui.
Yeah, he's
Astaga.
solid, isn't he? Definitely solid citizen. Good player.
Ribu tuh dah. 10 pemain.
It's been a well-managed 16 minutes here with 10 men for Newcastle. Up goes Maguire. Cunha finding Manuel Ugarte. Now Dallo is out there on the right. Masraoui on the left. Kobe Mainoo in possession. Bruno Fernandes went first time, but Brandon Bruno's not going to get onto that. Now then, there is the sugar thrower.
A lot of people don't know this. That man has got a pocket full of sugar cubes, armed and dangerous.
He's
What a
having a
player.
little glance, look. He's had
Kalau
a glance to see
disingkir
where you
itu
are,
si
because he might be
Fletcher.
contemplating another one, and that's where we are, look. So that's
Kirain
where he's had to
Fletchernya,
go.
komentarnya.
You feel like you need John Madden's Telestrator to just kind of show the flight of the sugar
Tuh,
cube.
anjing
Big
bacot
cubes,
Tell
nah.
you what, he was far more accurate back in the day.
Hey,
What a player, eh?
Yeah, Newcastle's
Goblok
greatest ever
menit
goal
MU
scorer.
gitu.
Fantastic.
What a player.
kali jika yang dioper deh.
Unit MU mah tersep ka carry.
Had one or two dust-ups down the years against Manchester
Di
No,
United
school
as
sih
well.
kemarin
Of course,
ngomong
famously
ini
turned Fergie
kontol.
down as well, didn't
That's
he?
right, of course.
Haters jadi
Yeah.
haters.
That's not a great statistic for Manchester United. Haven't had a shot yet in the second half, despite the fact they've got a player more. I must say, Ali, they look a little bit lethargic in general tonight, don't they?
Yeah. They just look as though they could do an injection of energy or pace. Oh dear.
That's a hat.
Aduh, sia.
Udah pulang sekarang.
Sandro Tonali waktunya bersinar.
Kira Elanga.
I mean, that's got to be a card, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, I
Elanga
thought so.
MU ya?
Here's a right leg there.
Heeh,
Smashes on the
Baheula di MU kan?
right side.
bala di MU.
Nottingham ti MU teh.
Oh, he's done it now.
Nottingham anjing jadi lieur euy. Arsenal ge nggak punya.
It's a good position, this, Ali. Look at the difference in height there between Danburn and
It's amazing,
Gibbons.
isn't
Jelema ke badak-badak gitu deh.
Gue sih gak back
I
Australia
wonder
teh
who's
gini.
got the job of picking him up now, because it was Luke
2
Shaw
meter
prior to
sih
going
dia,
off.
ya.
Maybe it's just going to be
Eta
Maguire
Maguire
all the way now, I don't
sahanapun.
know.
Burn. Ting
They've
bawa iya
discussed
sih ya.
something.
Back Australia teh.
Well, they've been the better team so far, haven't they? 20 minutes into the second half.
Absolutely. So they've all moved away now. Sandro Tonali's going to be the man to deliver it.
Aduh, ti dieu euy. Esai ti dieu mah. Dioper paling ya. Ya Casemiro deui.
It's a good delivery. It's gone
Aduh.
right the way through. Malik Thiaw was the closest to it. Anthony Gordon saying handball.
Eh,
What a
sia
delivery
sih.
that is.
Anjing pengeliapan.
I'm not sure it is a handball. I
Nanti
think it's
deui.
Dallo, but Thiao's got a chance, you know. He just misses
Ih,
it.
You
Yeah, I
can't
don't-
give a handball for
tah
that.
eta si Maino.
Even in the crazy modern world of
No.
handballs, you can't give that.
Not at all.
Dia langsung dicek di dia mah euy teh siga
He's having a look at it.
Wakanda.
No, it's never a penalty, that. Come on.
Thank goodness for that. It's been checked and cleared. I mean, I
Yeah.
think we all could have
Oh,
gone.
Oh, you
yeah,
worried there
yeah.
for
Well,
that
it was
one, yeah.
actually, yeah. Just
Wah.
the amount of time it was taken.
Itu tidak ekspresi lagi.
Betul anjir.
Ayang gue.
They've got them all spread around the Manchester United
Yeah.
box here, Newcastle. They're going to
Kasih
come from
Thiaw
all
dah.
sides here. The
Nomor
players in
12 ya.
black and white. In goes the corner. Oh,
Belanda,
it's not a
anjing.
chance.
What a move.
Kita
What a
halus
move.
gitu si Gordon.
Completely free.
What a great set play. Look where he comes
Sia
from.
mulung di mana Gordon nih?
Brilliant. He comes to the centre of the goal all the way
Asal
around the
main mana?
back.
Gila si Gordon itu dia teh.
Geus lilanya.
Oh, I
Nggak
wonder if
kesal
he's just a
ada
little
ini.
bit late going for it.
They're all so preoccupied by that charge to the front post, weren't they? Superbly drawn up. It just needed a better finish from Anthony Gordon, but everything else about that was really impressive. Yeah.
Jauh jaraknya.
Timnas Inggris lain ya.
Timnas. Si Gordon, si Bowen, timnas.
He certainly won't be happy with what
Ini
he's seen
cuma
second
rantos
half.
nih.
Atuh. Sam kene lain.
Well, I think when you've been out there for 21 minutes and haven't had a shot, you've got 10 men. I can understand why he'd be disappointed. Everything's been quite slow, hasn't it, from a Manchester United perspective? And we've just been told from down by the benches that the instructions from Michael Carrick is to move the ball quicker, which is no surprise.
Glaringly obvious, isn't it?
Dalot to Komen. Anthony Gordon got back well. Manuel Ugarte.
Jarang rawu kieu pemain teh.
Asli.
Iya, tercepat sih lah.
Matheus Cunha.
Ya iya Newcastle lah anjir. Kebarangan ieu mah naik turunnya.
Tempona rada laun
Trippier defending well.
Belok.
Timnas sih gitu, Trippier.
He definitely catches him with his right arm, swinging the back
Pasti.
here. That one there.
Juga timnas si Cunya.
Trippier nu ngagendong Evertonnya.
Round in the last 16 underway.
Nah,
In
itunya
midweek next week, first of all, the Champions League on Tuesday night, on
Trippier mah.
Wednesday night, Galatasaray,
Newcastle tuh
Liverpool,
malah.
Atletico Madrid, Tottenham. You'll see Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea
No,
on
neta.
the Wednesday night.
Champion.
Real Madrid, Manchester City, PSG,
Iya.
Chelsea in the
Champion.
repeat of
Aduh,
the
nggak
Club World Cup
diajakin,
final on
anjing.
Thursday night. Aston Villa and Forest in the Europa League and Crystal Palace in the Conference League, all on TNT Sports
Iya,
and
gue
Discovery
eta
Plus.
Inggris hukum.
Some absolute belters next week.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Brilliant.
And we're not finished here, mate.
Main. Tujuh 24
Bruno Fernandes. There's
Ah.
Masraoui. Give it away,
Bah.
Masraoui.
Babang.
Opens up for him as well. It's a
Aduh.
good block by Malik Thiaw.
Kade
Hasn't
serangan
scored a
balik dia.
Manchester United goal as yet, Masraoui. 72nd game for the club tonight. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Dalot
Sikat.
Wah, aduh.
and Buma.
Tuan
Goes
ini dalam
towards
mah.
Šeško, couldn't reach it. Trippier clears it. Joel Linton controlled it, then trod on it.
Tah,
Someone
Amen.
just reached out for that as well, and he must have been relieved that he didn't touch Mbeumo.
Absolutely. I was half expecting Mbeumo to down there.
Wingback mah
If
sampah
he's
sih
got a
wingback.
touch. Just stands on the ball, doesn't he? Yeah, it's a heavy
dari
touch.
itu atau bono situ.
Well off the
Beda
back
TV
of the
beda iya gitu ya udah. Set.
coverage,
Beda naon.
stories, the
Di
medals.
skor-skor
for
nanti
the
lah
Olympic
yang
Winter
dihanap
Games. Gonna
ya
bring you
mah.
the daily highlights from
Oh,
Milano
beda-beda.
Cortina 2026 Winter
Yeah,
Paralympics, which get underway this Friday.
Pak, Smi 70 nyawa tinggal Iwan.
So, cik, aing dulu, anjing tapi kaberes.
Dalot plays a
Oh,
forward,
goal,
let's go
Pak,
out. One
anjing
thing it does
turu.
do if you're a player and you've seen another player sent off
Oh,
a simulation, you're not going to do it yourself.
Kalau tuh sudah
And likewise, I
diasukin.
think you'd sort out the
Eric Boama
problems
jika
of the
nasi
corners
dulu
if you
WhatsApp.
started giving a few
Penalties,
decisions.
yeah.
I think you'd get it
Kemana?
sorted pretty quickly.
Eric Boama kudu lawan 10 orang nih
Having
gelas
said
nih.
that, when I see the corners, it's the attacking players who are causing more problems than
Yeah.
the defensive ones.
I still think
What?
it's ended
Si
off.
Dalot
Paling
abang-abangan
orang.
I
MU.
agree.
Anjing.
Tuh, tinggal press satu.
Thiaw's ball forward straight to Mainu. He's fouled there by Willett. wonder if it might need the introduction of someone like Ahmad just to give them a little bit more out there on the right. And Bumo's had a lot of the ball, but hasn't done a great deal with it, has he?
Waduh, Bruno ngesamukan mah rehe.
Bisa aja.
Apa yang kan mah aman.
Pak,
Jadi,
I'm with you, mate. Ahmad was the one that I would
bisa aja ngata sifat.
sifat
probably
ini
make
kira
that
aja
switch,
begini.
honestly, because the one thing is, he's
Ini
chosen
tuh
to be
sifat top
direct.
10 boy.
Isi aja.
Michael Carrick in conversation down there with Steve Holland.
Sifat gawat diturunkan.
Seskowi di dia atas Seskowi.
Tuh, si Skowo ini.
Harry Maguire wants it. Bruno
Aduh,
Fernandes
jadi
is on it.
oper.
Looking to feather one into the box. It's well defended
Si
by Paul.
Kartini.
It's Mbumo. It's now Diogo Dalot. They couldn't get the
Hen.
shot away. In fact, he hit his own
Cinta,
player, Lenny Yoro.
Alawat.
Abang jangkung aja kena
Just
iya
wouldn't come down for him to hit Dalot.
dengan belah dia.
There's Maguire with that little turn that he likes when he's wide. It's not
He
a bad
doesn't-
pass either
He
to
doesn't
Bruno
mind that,
Fernandes.
Harry.
Bruno.
In it goes!
Hey,
To Benjamin Šeško.
Cing lah dikit tuh
I'm just
Bruno.
wondering, could he have thrown the right leg out at that?
Biasa we
Umpan
biasa.
cuek teman.
Maguire
Umpan
does
biasa
well, he
we,
works
umpan
his way out
biasa
to
we.
Fernandes again. Could he have thrown his right leg at it?
Aduh.
Oh, he might have, you know. He might have.
Nyangka sih
Maybe a
Seskowi
little
dioper
bit
gitu.
far in front of him,
Asli. Ternyata lu biasa teh ya
but lost
jadi
the passes.
Some big
Sana
games
ya
in the
umpan
Premier
ke
League
si
this week.
Šeško.
There's a massive one in
Cek
Italy.
dulu nih kene
Half past
tah
seven, the
ieu
Milan
temu mah
derby.
Milan Inter ini. Anjing.
AC Milan, the home team in this one against Inter.
Senin Senin
Half
hari.
past 7, TNT Sports 1
Jauh
and
anu.
Discovery Plus.
Bisa kieu deh
Oh,
ini.
good lead, haven't they, Inter on that table?
Kita mainnya di mana eta di San Siro apa nu di hiji deui?
Di mana? Dari jadi eta.
Bentar wae kene.
Goes to Bruno Fernandes, played on because
Beda ngaradu.
Duarte's on the run down that side. Dan Burn though with the
Aduh.
it's
Kan
with the
aja.
challenge and the celebration to that section over there.
He had to make it, and he did. He
Jangkung
had
atuh
to
bos.
make it.
Tuh. 2 meter koma hiji aya.
There you are.
Wih. Rojo itu.
Aya 2 meter ini.
Bang.
So Manchester United now dominating
Ah,
the
los
ball. It
Bono,
goes the
eh.
corner from
Umpana.
Mbumo, which is headed away by Burn. Mazraoui. Here's Fernandes.
Ah.
Looking to tease one in. It's a great save by
Aduh,
Ramsdale.
mantap gitu euy.
Asli 70 teh bener euy.
Never scored in the Premier League.
Padahal ngeyel heutik.
And that's a glorious opportunity. Tremendous reflexes from Ramsdale.
80 pulayengan ya.
Fernandes straight at Willett. Throw into
Jadi
Manchester United. Will
diukur
save.
malah
That's a
pemain
great
pengganti.
It's a lovely ball again.
Jahil.
It's a good area. He's got beautiful ball. Yora's
Mana
got
si
it.
Bruno
Mantap.
kumaha
Goes
bos
to his
aja.
right hand side.
Awas.
Puts it down.
Kiper
Right
hadis
thing to
kita.
do, but he's got to put it further away from him. But a good save. Very good save, Ramsdale.
Two Manchester United changes coming. Amad Diallo and
Aku
Joshua Zirkzee.
Siap-siap
15
cari
minutes left at
pengganti
St James's
Bruno.
Park. 1-1. Manchester United not able to capitalise on the second yellow card that Peter Banks dished out to Jacob Ramsey before half-time. Dallo back to Mbumo. Mainu. Fernandes.
Tuh Bruno teh bisa
Lifted by
begitu.
Fernandes towards Ugarte.
Asli.
Messi Ugarte.
Ah,
He got it up and couldn't get it down.
Tanu biasa ya umpan nama gitu.
He's just trying to aim
Nah,
for
yang
that
di
far
dadanya
corner.
tuh.
I mean, you got to talk
Tinggal
about the
umpan-umpan
quality again
Bruno
from
tidak
Fernandes.
mantap
Beautiful.
gitu.
Back where it came from, just too much height on it.
Ugarte eta.
Ugarte.
Right idea, just a little
Ugarte,
unlucky.
Ugarte. Saha maino.
Si Dre. Si Ahmad aja.
Brian and Mbumo, they're going to be the two
Iya sih nama.
players to make way for Joshua
Šeško
Zirkzee
diganti.
and Amad.
Diraku Šeško aja.
Iya si Bomo.
Si Momo.
Mazraoui.
Newcastle have a
Hello.
problem because Aaron Ramsdale is down.
Aduh, kiper sih gak Kurnia Mega. Kis gak goler gitu lah ya.
Certainly a muscle issue for Ramsdale because he's trying to stretch it out himself while we're watching the substitutions.
Yeah.
He's just trying to stretch it off.
Bocil unggul ya MU euy.
Words of wisdom from the respective managers down there. Eddie Howe, Michael Carrick.
Iya
Ayo
15
terbalik
menit
gini
makanya
ya.
tuh bisa killing the
There's
game.
a song from the Manchester United fans way up at the top of the Leicester stand. You've only come to see United, which tonight certainly applies. They have only come to see United, whether it's Newcastle or Manchester.
That's for sure.
Pick your poison. It's a long
I mean,
way up there.
I was going to say, Dan, they've certainly been brighter. A couple of nice deliveries into the box from Fernandes, but been a little bit disappointing. Second half, Manchester United.
The top row of that must be the highest point in the Premier League, is it? I mean, the big stand at Old Trafford's big as well, but that's a long way up.
Yeah.
So Ramsdale looks like he's okay. That's the Premier League table, the top bit as it stands. Arsenal top on 67, Manchester United third as it stands. With this point, they go above Aston Villa, who've been beaten soundly by
Chelsea
Chelsea.
kerek naik ya Pak.
So far, Liverpool just on the edge of it, despite losing at Wolves.
Aduh Bang
last
Ipul
night.
aja
Here's one for
kali.
Newcastle. 12 and a half minutes to play. Oh, that's a foul by Dallo.
He did really well, Willett. He's heading into the corner, cuts across,
Typing bro.
gets a free kick in a good area. Big Dan will be up. Joe Linton.
Wouldn't be a surprise to anyone based on the second half.
Tonali dia tuh di dia.
Wouldn't be a surprise as well if he's involved somewhere. Although Malik Thiaw's looked the most dangerous, hasn't he, from set pieces? They varied the corners and free kicks as well. They've had players like Bird and Thiaw starting in various different places, haven't they? So Sandro Tonali will try and get this right.
Gol
for
di dia.
Newcastle. Laman's got a really
Aduh
good punch
umpan
on that
Itali
under pressure.
pisan.
Ball hits it straight at Cunha. Xerxes' first touch since coming off the bench, and he can try and set Mateus Cunha
Anjing kartu.
Free kick here to Manchester United. Trippier not happy.
He's getting a yellow for it, yeah.
It's not going to improve his mood when he sees the card.
Yeah.
Boy.
I mean, he's adamant, isn't he? Difficult to see from there.
Kartu saha itu?
Just shows though.
Trippier.
A bit of bad tackle all night, really. 7 yellows.
Yeah.
2 to 1 player.
MU tadi selama 10 pemain, Bos.
Here's Ahmad.
Enggak, Udin katanya 10 pemain itu.
United right, recently sent on by Michael Carrick. Agarty tried to play him in. Here's Joe
Memang di
Linton,
beureum ya?
Sandro Tonali.
Ayo nu beureum mah ya.
Kan aing di modal anjing tiga.
Did the standing 8 count after that.
Cak asup nya.
Free kick to
Penalti.
Newcastle. Gordon's got a knock. Yoro's just having a minute.
Anjing 10 pemain gini.
There,
10 pemain.
on Anthony Gordon.
Tertarik di babak Kaiji.
I think it gives him a tug of the jersey. Oh, there it is.
Itu penalti
Right in
ada
front of the
pelanggaran.
referee's assistant there.
Tell you what, he's got a decent chin, Yoro, because he jumped straight back up
took it
after
well.
that. Yeah, did.
Took it well.
Took it flush as
I
well.
know one or two that wouldn't have been
Oh,
up just as
tambah
lively.
rumah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Dihanap anjing.
Probably more than 1 or 2. So we're into the final 10 minutes here at St James's Park. It's still 1-1, the Anthony Gordon penalty.
Kira aku good sih 10 pemain guys.
By Bruno Fernandes, and then Fernandes
Ayeuna
got a free
10
kick that
menit
was headed in
terakhir.
by Casemiro.
Digre.
Manchester United don't play for 11 days after this. They've got Aston Villa at home, Newcastle straight back into it against Manchester City in the FA Cup on Saturday night. We'll be here for that one.
Bos.
Ahmad couldn't gather it. Here's Anthony Gordon. Masraouy's down for Manchester United. Ugarte got
Ada.
back to make a good
Halus,
tackle.
anjir.
He did. Good tackle. Joe Lint again did very well.
Masraoui getting back to his feet. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Cunha. Šeško's hardly had a sniff so far tonight. Pull back here for Bruno Fernandes.
Aduh.
He had to take it first time because the gap was closing.
Yeah, you can see what he's doing. He's just trying to go for the top corner because he knows if he hits it with any power at all, Tonali's blocking it.
Pemain yang saya
Still a problem down there for Masraoui. He's not moving freely at all. We're going to see two Newcastle changes. Jacob Murphy is ready. Will Osula is going to come on and join him. Burns pass controlled by Dalot. Masraoui on the move now for Manchester United, supported here by Cunha. There's Joshua Zirkzee with a chance to pull back the cross, and that's too high for everybody. Needed to be a bit more delicate. Lenny Yoro, Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United pushing for a winner, and Cunha's coming on to that. It's super defending, in fairness, by Trippier.
I'm going to mention it again. What a delivery that is for Fernandes.
stripper aja yang
It
sama
really is. He
drama
puts
ini.
it into an area, into the back post there, gives Trippier all sorts of problems, and he does really well. Just puts it into an area for Cunha to attack in between Trippier and Ramsdale. He does really well, Trippier, in the end, but
Gak deh,
that's the
no.
third great delivery Fernandes has put in.
Kicit aja.
So the two changes for Newcastle, Jacob Murphy for Anthony Elanga, Will Osula for Anthony Gordon. Murphy has got a bit of form about him at the moment. 2 goals in the last 4 games. He scored here against Everton on Saturday. Anthony Gordon, the man who scored the Newcastle penalty in the first half.
Senior oke asup dah.
We're going to see another Manchester
Hojlun
United
nih kan ya,
change
Hojlun.
as well.
Aduh sih, iya nu aja.
Tyrell Malacia. That's
Kan di
coming for
Napoli.
Masraoui, who's injured, so
Oh,
Malacia is going to come on.
tuh pengganti Sesko. Aduh,
Jikri.
ngelek. Dah hungkul.
Ayo si Obi
Akhirnya
di
ngelek.
akademi.
His only appearance prior to
Bi
tonight
Mikel.
was against Newcastle on Boxing Day.
I think Newcastle will change it a little bit. I know when
Makhluk mitologi aja karek asup aja.
up front with Elanga and Gordon in the middle of the park. I'd be surprised if they don't go to the floor with
Goblok.
perhaps Osula through the middle himself. Interesting to see what they do. Where Jacob Murphy goes.
Maguire's header. There's Osula involved for the first time. Now Hall. It's a good switch to Kieran Trippier, who took it down superbly well. The crowd enjoyed that. Murphy. Just
Out,
pushed
boss.
it a fraction far. It's gone behind. It's going to be a goal kick.
Nice skill again, Trippier. Murphy just allows it to run slightly too far ahead of him. Good switch of play and a lovely touch.
So if there is going to be a winning goal, it's going to be a late winner. 4 minutes left at St James's Park. Cunha in possession for Manchester United. Swinging towards Šeško, headed away by Malik Thiaw, won by Joe Linton, then by Tonali. Sula controlled it well. Here's Trippier.
Fungsina naon eta ugar teh aing paham aing.
Tonight, Manchester United.
Yeah, I think they have.
Well, yeah,
Although
it's
they have been
City,
better the last
boss.
10 minutes of the second half we watched, but the opening 20-25 minutes of the second half, you'd have thought they'd been livelier, particularly in the one-man advantage style.
Pergi lagi main di kandang deh.
Yeah, you can see it's very much a 4 now across the middle. You can't blame them really, Newcastle.
Maguire for Joshua Zirkzee. It's it back again from Šeško. Zirkzee looking to try and find room for the shot. Here's Šeško. It's a good block in there by Byrne. Fernandes finding Cunha. Zirkzee turns it round the corner, but Trippier was there.
Itu menit neping oper teh.
Cleared by Murphy, but only to Manchester United's captain. Lifted over Asula's head.
Tah, anjing tempo aja mulai cepat yo.
Newcastle under pressure.
Clear mudanya.
Brilliant ball right out from Sharp, wasn't it?
Ya,
Bruno Fernandes.
Gila kelas itu.
With the shot, with the block.
Goreng ih.
There was a chance for Ugarte, wasn't it? But Dan Burn did well.
Goreng
Can't get out there really at the moment, Newcastle.
United now, Manchester United, aren't they?
Carry ball mulai ya.
Just finding those little pockets.
Anjing.
Saved by Ramsdale.
Juga.
That's a save, by the way. That is a save. Excellent from Zirkzee, who has incidentally looked lively. And he hits it with that top of the foot.
Anjing, si Ramsdale ada.
That is an absolutely brilliant save, Dan. You know the one with the top of the foot, bang, up it comes. You see him hit the free kick.
It's the Ronaldo, the David Luiz, isn't
absolutely.
Simpel tapi Teja nggak bisa. Anjing.
Corner for Manchester United. 90 seconds of normal time to play.
Gol lah.
Over Bird's head, headed away though by Newcastle. We think there's going to be 5 added minutes. Ugarte regains the possession. That's a poor pass.
Ya Allah.
Ah, gitu mulai lumping ya. Hei.
This is worth another look.
Aduh, jadi replay lain.
Flying in. And what a strong hand it is.
Gimana sih ya ngoper gitu lagi, ampun.
Sekeluna asup anjing ya.
Bruno Fernandes.
Salah lagi, bos. Tripper. Lain kita. Goblok, sampai anjing. Goblok, anjing.
Sula.
Anjing mau jadi cukur teh anjing si Kirimo ya belum. Anjing ku diacak-acak kedua pemain cok.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness, nasi pecer anjing goodness.
Right behind it.
Kalau
Absolutely right behind it. He throws in a little step over, and all day he's going to hit it with his left foot with a bit of curl.
Hiji.
What a pass this is! That's a great pass.
Kedua pemain
There's only one
anjing.
thing to think about here. If he step over, comes inside, and he
malah
just
sia
bends
lompat
around
menikiku anjing.
Maguire comes out.
Malaysia nu ngajagaan.
Goalie's unsighted from Maguire. What a goal! This is the angle. That touch there, bend, beautiful, absolutely beautiful goal.
Tapi
Well, it's his fourth goal
Lawan
of the
10
season.
pemain,
It
kalau
will
gitu,
turn out
ayo.
to be a winning goal for the team with 10 men, and it's simply brilliant. Look
Baik
at
kan
Eddie
sama kali
Howe.
picin lah.
Ah, no wonder. No wonder.
Is there a bit of Norman Whiteside in the cup final all those years ago, the way he sets up the defender and bends it
Bends it
round?
round.
Iya kiper
I'm just
HD-nya
wondering.
sih.
Anjing kunaon goblok.
Lagi hari aman anjing nonton lanjutkeun.
Anjing kunaon ieu Cep.
Teuing kunaon.
Geus maleseun adminna teh mah.
Geus beres sih maksud. Aduh anjing.
Beres segala mah.
Goblok Malaysia anjing. Tuh, geus beres ya.
Beres.
Pas full time gitu encan anjir.
Nah, ieu anjing. Goblok rudetna.
Anjir.
Yo kita nonton Real Sociedad goblok.
Geus baralik fansnya gitu.
Geus 5N sare
Acan beureun, kalem beureun.
Udah beak ning tuh.
Kalem ya alternatif.
Piece they did against Everton on 2 occasions. And they
Acan
don't want
beres.
to keep that a habit. They need to break that habit to secure the 3 points.
Tendang nantang.
Get away by Trippier. Here's Joelinton. What an effort from him.
Ha marchado el balón por línea de fondo. El colegiado dice que es para
Último
Ramsey
minuto.
porque ese toque de Maguire no sé si había sido
Allá,
de
dejan.
fuera o si le ha dado en última instancia.
Ay.
El caso Rodríguez que es para el Newcastle.
Sí, parecía que le volvió a rebotar, ¿no? La pelota a Maguire.
A ver,
no
viste,
protestó
primo,
tampoco
ay.
mucho. Fíjate que para ganar, ¿no? El United de Carrick, lo que ha tenido que hacer, ¿no? Este Newcastle con uno menos, con un gol.
Anjing 2 menit dicok.
Ngakeun waktu di
Que se va a
anjing
haber
najongnya.
repetido una y otra vez. Un Ramsey en la portería que hoy asumía la titularidad.
Anjing
y
ya.
además que partido lo tiene todo.
Arabia nu bogana.
Una semana tan importante, así está esta gente. Consciente
Iceland.
que el fin de semana reciben aquí en St. James's Park al Manchester City en los
Gua kalau
octavos de la
sendiri
FA
gini.
Cup. Que la próxima semana, el martes, viene aquí el Fútbol Club Barcelona. Llega el momento clave del curso y están siendo los primeros en derrotar al Manchester
Ya, ini
United,
cepurte,
entrenado por
oi.
Michael Carrick. Juega Ugarte, 1 minuto para el final. Balón
Karunya,
para Bruno
eh.
Fernández, vestido de quarterback, de lo que le dé la gana al genio de Maya. Balonazo largo, busca Maguire, toca la cabeza del 5. Queda la pelota para Murphy. La saca del rectángulo de juego.
Una leyenda del United que marcaba mucho, quedándose ahí de palomero.
Tantas veces ha rascado cosas. Balón precisamente para Maguire.
Maju
Maguire que mira
Jerez
al
jadi
área, mete el pase
maju.
horizontal, la deja Diallo, balón para Bruno. Bruno que abre, ensanchando con Dalot. Dalot que recorta.
Dalot.
Frena ahí el centro con izquierda. Aparece Maguire, la dejada hacia atrás. Hay falta.
Drama cek
Falta
aing
de
ge.
Harry Maguire. Puede haber quemado su último
Banyak
cartucho
Dalot,
el Manchester
ciptuna jong teh.
United. La gente en las gradas.
Ge
Delirio
picen
total.
ti tahun kamari ge.
Recordamos los 10 partidos de Carrick, 3 en su primera etapa. A
Carrick
esto hay que
kemarin
irse
kekalahan
en el noviembre
perdana
y
ya,
diciembre
Coach.
del 21.
Carrick.
Entonces le ganó al
Anjing.
Villarreal en Champions.
Anjing.
Empató con el Chelsea y le ganó al Arsenal.
Nyeri cowok ku 10
Una
mah.
victoria
2016,
o sea, 2
2016.
victorias, un empate. Y en esta segunda, 7 partidos, 6 victorias.
Pesta paraki
Y un empate.
Asli anjing.
10
Langsung kabar ya mah.
8 triunfos, 2 empates.
langsung
Consciente el público de lo importante de esta victoria.
Langsung kabar di
cómo ha
booking,
sido,
anjing.
contra quién ha sido.
Tebel teh
Y uno
kabeh.
de los aficiones más comprometidas del campeonato.
Inflando St. James's Park, a ver si queda una más, se resbala
Anjing.
Tuh anjir bola gitu ge.
el italiano por los suelos, el árbitro no ve nada. Este es
Sok,
Cuña,
atuh.
va a ser la última. Mateus Cuña.
Aduh, Chen,
Marca
ha.
el número 10, conduce, está esperando a Bruno, ya aparece el 8.
Cae la
Ilumina Bruno
Juli.
Fernández con Dalot, en el área hay 4 cabezas. Viene el centro, viene pasado, despeja Trippier. La bola que se va a ir por el lateral y el árbitro que no pita.
Chancho, kalau biaya Arhan.
Sigue pitando St. James's Park, pues de momento, a ver.
Creo que estaba Tonali, sí.
Anjing Tonali.
Y había añadido, yo creo que hasta el 96 por el
Dicudahan ku Tonali, cok.
celebración. Pero había concedido un minuto más que se cumple ahora, pero no sé si
Mau
al
mati
final
Miranda gitu
le va a
tah.
dar ese saque de banda al Manchester United, ¿no?
Entiendo que sí. Si no ha pitado el final del partido, vaya a ver que el italiano está bien.
Oye, Trippier habrá dicho, vaya pase te he dado, ¿no?
Pues
en esa asistencia que estará registrado como aquella Maradona de México
Anjing di
86,
pergantian goblok.
que luego lo hizo todo Maradona, pero Trippier
Kejam kieu
luego
jeung Kesto.
ha recorrido medio campo y más parte del otro y ha hecho ese golazo, ¿no?
Pero el 50% es mío.
Pero en la estadística está ahí, ¿eh?
Ahí tenemos a Tonali que se va dolorido el hombre. Y ahora mismo el Newcastle, recordamos, sin Tonali estaría con 9 para defender esta última del United, que imagino va a colgar el balón. Ahí tenemos el cambio, no va a esperar, claro, faltaría más para introducirlo y para defender esta última acción. Ahí tenemos entrada en el terreno de juego de un central como el bueno de Botman. Ahí está Malasia, preparado para sacar. El árbitro que no va a tardar en pitar. Bueno para Bruno, es la última. Bruno Fernández la cuelga con derecha, despeja Van. Se va a acabar esto. Balón para Willock. Cae al suelo. Falta para el Newcastle. Falta de Bruno Fernández. El equipo de Michael Carrick va a hincar las rodillas. El primer plano del técnico inglés tenía que llegar este día, Michael. De todas formas, has cambiado la cara de este Manchester United y tiene mucha pinta de que lo vas a devolver a la Champions tras 2 años de ausencia.
Sí, es cierto que el partido de hoy, pues evidentemente de los que ha habido, de los más flojos del Manchester United, aunque ha tenido ocasiones claras, pero no ha aprovechado como debería, ¿no? La desventaja.
Sí, está bajando a Rorín, tenía el paquete.
Un partido también muy completo de las Urracas.
Va a ser la 4ª victoria consecutiva del Newcastle sobre el United en St. James's Park. Y en el balón el partido que de momento no acaba, 98 minutos de juego. Cuero para Maguire. Maguire que quiere incorporarse arriba, avanzando, ahora conduciendo.
Sudah ini mau berakhir. Cek ayo. Makan tuh Fletcher. Jadi komentator anjing saya gara-gara
en sus 3 primeros partidos de la primera etapa, 2 victorias y un empate. En esta segunda llevaba 6 triunfos y unas tablas. Ha sido el Newcastle por 4º año consecutivo el que derrota en St. James's Park a los Red Devils.
Partido de fútbol inglés 100%.